kept on flowing with the offense? Just talk about the season you've had so far and what you like about it and that kind of thing.
So far, I mean, it's obviously good. 4-0 start. Can't complain about that. Definitely the injury to Sharon kind of got me a little more playing time. I hate to see that for him, but I knew that if a receiver went down, I'd have to step up. So I feel like I've done a pretty good job with that, and I'm going to keep trying to contribute every week. So
the coaches, especially Coach Morris, hammers home run blocking and upfield blocking. DJ's touchdown, is that something that was one of the better plays that you and Sam were able to come up with?
Yeah, it was definitely a highlight of our film study yesterday. It's just good to see a lot of guys. I mean, it was a pass play, and we didn't get the ball, so we turned around and trying to find a guy to block as soon as possible. And it's good for us to see Sammy doing that and set a good example for our younger guys that no matter what the play is, we got to turn around and block downfield because it could create touchdowns.
Is wide receiver blocking as much about effort as technique?
Oh, absolutely. It's almost 90% effort, 10% technique. It really takes no talent to block. It's all effort. So.
How do you think they view your versatility? Because I know you're used a lot underneath, but you can probably also catch the deep ball. I mean, you've been in different slots in your career.
Yeah, that's true. During practice, I get a lot of deep balls. I get short routes like we see a lot in the game. So really it's only a matter of time before they start throwing deep to me. But my versatility really helps out in this offense, and all of our receivers can go deep or catch short passes. So that's one good thing about our receiving core.
How important do you think it is for you? And I know it was on the high school level, but there were high school games where you would play 6 positions in one game.
Yeah.
How much do you think that helped your knowledge of the game and as a whole, and it transferred any of that to what you do now in this program?
Yeah, that definitely helped my knowledge of the game and just experience level, learning different positions and knowing what's going on during a play at all times. So I think doing that in high school really helped me transition early in my college career and play a good bit.
What makes a good road team? A team that plays well on the road consistently?
Just preparation, how we prepare during the week, and I guess a veteran mentality that we have on our team. We got a lot of guys who've been on the road, played on the road, and won on the road, so that definitely helps this week going up to Syracuse.
Do you sense that it's going to be a different feeling being on that field? Just because I know you played in the Georgia Dome, but still, it's a different kind of dome. It's a place no one's ever played at before.
Yeah, it'll definitely be take a while to adapt. I don't think it'll be an issue, though. We've played in domes before. We fortunately have a great practice facility where we can practice on turf, and we'll turn the music on in the indoor and try to get some crowd noise because I know the Carrier Dome's packed in there. It'll be loud, so I think we'll be well prepared for playing inside the dome.
Did you turn the heat up yesterday too?
They did not turn the heat up yesterday, thank goodness. But if you walk in there, it's pretty stuffy without turning the heat on. So.
Is that the plan they told you? Coach mentioned that. Is that something they'll be doing as the week progresses to sort of try to simulate the conditions as best as possible?
Yeah, and they'll be trying to simulate as best as possible, and they do a good job with that because we can't even hear ourselves think when they turn the music on in there. It's so loud, so it definitely prepares us for the environment we'll see up there.
How kind of, I don't know, on the awkward you have word to use, but Sharon going down with the injury, and you have him grown up playing with the guy and friends with him and all that kind of stuff, and he goes down and now you're playing in this spot, and obviously you want to play, but how strange is that, having your buddy who's hurt, but at the same time you're playing more?
Yeah, it's something I never really thought would ever happen. I've been playing with Sharon since 7th grade middle school football, and he's never been injured. I've never been injured. We've always played together. And him going out and me having to take his spot was kind of weird, but I know he trusts me to fill his shoes. And I have a lot of classes with him, and it's good to see him walking around with a positive attitude. And I know he'll be back and better than ever when he gets better.
Is he dealing with it okay? I mean, how's he doing? Is he bummed or what's it?
I mean, he's definitely upset, but I mean, Sharon's a team guy. I mean, he's supporting us in the meeting rooms and on the field, and he's still a leader to us, and we look up to him, and it's good to see him walking around with a good attitude.
I'm curious, just because it's been talked about how much pressure Syracuse is going to bring. What does that do in terms of affecting how much better you need to run your routes, how much quicker do you need to be off the snap to get open and give Taj that guy right off the bat to make those quick decisions?
Yeah, it's gonna be a team effort as an offensive unit this week. They're gonna bring pressure first, second, and third down, and it's gonna be key for our offensive line to notice it, pick it up, and for our receivers to know that if we're hot, we gotta get our eyes around back to the quarterback, and if we do execute, then we could have some big plays.
Is it tougher to execute knowing who's the hot read guy when it's a loud environment, or because you guys are so no huddle anyways and you signal so much without getting in the huddle, that shouldn't really be a factor?
I mean, it'll always be a factor, but it's just how we react to it and how we prepare this week. I think it won't be an issue as big as other people think, but I mean, it's really about how we execute up there.
Saturday a thing of you trying to make a play in the punt return game, or did it just happen that you were able to get some returns?
I mean, Coach Sweeney challenged us at the beginning of this year, and I know from last year we needed to improve that position, not just as a returner, but as some of our guys up front, blocking and stuff. And all 10 guys up front did a phenomenal job last week, and it was good to see us get some positive yards, kind of flip the field a few times. So.
Does that make you feel to kind of be that trusted guy back there that, there's the muffed punt in the first game, and all of a sudden it's Adams right back in there, to be that guy?
It says a lot about the coach's trust in me, and I'm glad I could go out there and just possess the ball when we need it, and try to get some positive yards for the team. So it is a good feeling to know the coaches trust me back there catching punts.
Is this the battle to see who the real orange is?
Do I?
To see who's the real orange, who deserves to put on the orange jersey? Is that what this is about?
No, I'm not really caught up in all that talk. We're gonna go out there and play our game and just enjoy it.
It'd be nice seeing all orange though, right?
Oh yeah, it'll kind of bring some memories playing at home, but I guess the words coming out of their mouths won't be as nice as what we hear here, so that'll be different.